sure this actually works, because I just had it decide it did not want to work. Alright, we're live here. Alright. This isn't anything spectacular. I'm not doing anything important. I'm just going around hunting some sharks, leveling up my hunting skill. But I did want to talk about version 1.02. Kind of changed a few things for me. Specifically, it changed the way I do rafts. In my raft building video, well, I mean, it wasn't really a raft building video, it was more just me showing how I build my rafts. I talked about how... Okay. I talked about how it used to throw the stuff off the regular floors. With the way they rebalance the rafts, it no longer does that. Did he run off? He ran off. Come back here. You stole my damn spears. Yeah, come back here. Where'd you go? Come back here. I want my freaking spears back. Where'd you go? Come here. Where did you go? I want my spears back. Well, shit. Anyways, with the way they rebalance the, well, I guess I lost those spears. With the way they rebalance the rafts and the sails, you no longer have to remove the floor in order to, I'm gonna go back to that island with my raft because he ran off on my spears and I want those spears back. With them rebalancing the sails and the rafts, you can now leave the floors on. Right now I only have one stack of boxes. Because honestly, I didn't even have any boxes. The only reason I have any boxes is because I was just out and about. Hunting sharks, leveling up my hunting, and just these are the boxes that I found. Now I did carry a couple boxes with me in my inventory, but I've since taken them out of my inventory. I want that damn shark, he stole my damn spears. But you can now leave the boxes just on the regular floor. So I've just kind of put two on the front. Another thing, you're able to jump while in the water, which makes things very nice in the sense of being able to just rise in the water quickly. It's actually really nice for dodging sharks if you're in the water with them. But it's a neat little thing, but it can cause a few problems. Like if you are trying to climb onto your raft and you jump out of the water and start climbing, it can tip the raft and you can throw some of your boxes. So it is one of those things you need to be careful. What I do is before I get up to the raft, I just press and hold X. That works pretty well. I haven't tipped over my raft in a while doing that. Another thing is they fixed a lot of different bugs and glitches in the game. I don't remember exactly which ones they are, but the ones that I've noticed the most would be the bug where your audio will cut out. And that's actually been in a couple of my videos. The sound cut out. I wonder if this shark came back. And what I do is I just hold X when I come up to my raft, and you can climb up it that way, and it doesn't tip your raft over. Where's this shark? Probably about to just say screw it. I just hate that I've already lost 4 spears so far. Because the sharks will show up out in the middle of the water. Oh well. Back to what I was talking about. Audio bugs and a few of the visual bugs. The one where if you come into your island too fast, like if you're not looking at your island, like if you're looking behind you, looking for sharks and stuff like that, and you're coming up on your island, everything will still like visually explode out. Like boxes will fly up into the air and stuff like that. But that's just a visual bug that actually doesn't do anything. Music cut out. I'm pretty sure this is the same one that I threw a spear at from this island. I think he just chased me out to the water. It's a little aggravating. Let's see if he's out here. But I just wanted to talk on a few of the big major points when it comes to this new update. The Raft rebalancing, which is actually really nice. Yeah, the shark's not going. The Raft rebalancing is really nice, and the audio bug fixes are phenomenal. Adding being able to jump while in shallow water, or just in water in general, is really nice. That was just not, that actually wasn't a good show. But you can press square, as you can see, like, get over here to where I'm actually out of the water. Now you can tell, like, you can hear it, but you can see it too. Like, I'm just pressing square, and you see lunge up. I'm wondering if that can be used to lure. I don't know if that's just a sound effect that's in the game, but you might be able to actually go and lure sharks out in the water by splashing around like that. I will test that out eventually. And I'm just over here coming to sleep because I haven't slept in days. And it would be a good idea for me to sleep. Let's save the game. But with this update, there's been a lot of other things that have come with it. And don't get me wrong, I really enjoy that they are working. I really enjoy and appreciate how quickly they're working on getting all of these bugs and things taken care of and fixed and everything else, but there are a few more that have been introduced with it. Sharks, specifically. Now, sharks, and I'm gonna say have the ability to, because it's just a bug and there's really no other way to explain it, but now sharks are able to lunge at you without you even knowing they're there. The music will still be the serene, nice, calm music, but the sharks will be there and they'll lunge at you and attack you without you even knowing that they're there. You won't hear the... what am I stuck on? Oh, great. You won't hear the normal dramatic music that accompanies the sharks sometimes. And I know that was a bug that was happening, but now it seems more prominent. There's been a few times, and obviously it's not that big of a deal. And shark hitting you once isn't a problem, then you know the shark's there. But it does seem to be like it's happening more often now. And that's with any game. I'm not saying that they fucked up, because they didn't. They're doing a fantastic job with this game. But I'm trying to see if I can get it to do it since I'm out and about. I'm hoping I can find that shark that ran off of my spears. Like right now, like normally, like the music cut out, and I'm at a point where I just, every time the music cut out, so I started looking for a shark. Because instead of the dramatic music that shows up, it's just no music. All of the sound cuts out. And it's fine. That's something that was happening before, but now it happens almost every time. You do still get like the drum beats and everything else when you come across a whale shark and the specialties like that, but it seems like there's more audio bugs in the game, and it's like you'll be opening boxes when you're going through, and then instead of being no sound at all, you're just everything's super quiet. And I don't know why it's doing that, but at the same time, I'm not a game developer, I'm not a coder. I can't tell you how to fix it or why it happened. I'm just here giving a little bit of information on it. But I do like how the rafts are a lot more stable, with climbing up on them and everything else. They do move a lot more in the water though, when they're not anchored. Like, if you just get off your rudder and pull the sails up, it moves a lot more than it did a couple of days ago, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. You have to pick and choose. Like, it makes sense because, I mean, you're not in calm waters. This thing's not just gonna sit here. That's not a problem. But I did want to address that there are new audio bugs. Like right now, there's no music whatsoever, and normally when you're just sailing around, you have like that serene, kind of calm music. But there's one thing that you definitely want to take into account, is that there's a lot that goes into developing a game, and every time an update comes out, there's going to be more bugs that come with it, even with the ones that they fix. But with the rafts specifically, I had done a raft video, and it was talking about how you leave these floors out and just throw the boxes on the base itself. Now you don't have to do that. I was riding around earlier with 2 stacks, like 2 layers, and it was working just fine, even through a storm. And now you don't have to do that, which is actually really nice. I don't know why, now if you have them on the base, if you try to climb up on your raft, your boxes are just going to explode out everywhere. There's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. But I just wanted to do a small little live stream. I'm not really doing anything important right now. I'm just out leveling up my hunting. I need to go get some water. Just leveling up my hunting and all that fun stuff. I just wanted to address some of the, where's my food water? That's not the box I'm looking for, that is. I just want to address the update with the stuff that's been out. I love the ability to jump while in the water. That was, them putting that in here was just, it makes those times where you get stuck out in the water with the shark, it makes that so much more manageable. I'm just out and about hunting some sharks. For anybody that watches this later, I will probably start doing little small updates, letting people know I need to get a schedule going. on when I'm gonna be doing my live streams. This was just a small little live stream, wanting to talk about the version 1.02 update, and I really enjoy it so far. There are a couple of extra bugs like I was talking about, but the stuff that they fixed was some stuff that was really needed attention. And now I don't ever have times where I literally lose all sound, and the game doesn't crash near as much. There's when it first dropped, and even a couple of days ago, there was a couple of times where I would just blue screen for no reason. I've already been to this island. I would just blue screen for no reason, and I would lose all of the save data on the world that I was on at the time, and I think that was just one of the features that was in this update, and I really hope it is, because any gamer knows that losing all of your save data is like the worst thing that can happen. Like, I remember the old days on the old PlayStations, you know, back in the 90s, where if your memory card got corrupted, that was just like that was like soul wrenching. But so that hasn't happened in the past couple of days, which is good. I don't know what the conditions are to cause that to happen, but it hasn't happened, so I'm happy with it. This was a kind of on the fly. It's raining. This was just kind of on the fly live stream. Maybe this will actually turn into an actual storm. Give me a little bit of a demo that the boxes actually stay on your raft. But I'm hoping I can get a couple of sharks, a few more. Just leveling up my hunting. Come on, kick it up. Give me some rough waters. They still do that little shimmy thing and kind of float, but it also seems that having multiple sails now does slightly, like very slightly increase your speed. I'm not 100% positive on if that's true or not. I'll probably test it eventually. I'll just go back and forth on the same island and time it. It just feels like it does slightly increase. It does slightly increase the speed. But yeah, as you can see, hopefully I'll get a good wave and it'll give me a good tip, side tip. Yeah, that was too bad. As you can see with the new update, with the new rebalancing of the rafts, the boxes actually do hold on. Now they don't slip and slide like they used to. I don't know if that was an intended fix. They didn't mention it in the patch notes, which you can go and read the patch notes. But the raft does hold up a lot better. It feels like it's a little bit more mobile. And this is actually this raft now has 2 extra pieces on it, on the front there, so technically it's heavier, but it feels like it maneuvers a little bit better. Obviously, if you want max maneuverability, you're going to do a smaller raft. One raft build that I saw that works really well is the you run just one here, just like literally like the one that I'm on, and then one right here, and you put the sail and the anchor, and that works out pretty well for like a little, like very mobile. It's a bad idea to try to dock close during a storm. But I'm glad I actually got a storm to show y'all that the boxes do hold steady. They are not straight or in line, because I didn't place these and then head out. I think 3 boxes are the ones that I brought with me. It was food and water, then my rations, and my flask. Like, like my sunscreen and my antidote and stuff like that. But other than that, I wasn't about, so I literally just dropped them and just kind of shoved them around. They're not pretty, but they hold strong now. I really enjoy it. But that is my piece on version 1.02. I do enjoy the fixes. I haven't had my Raft explode since the new update, because placing sails on rafts was like the worst thing ever, because sometimes it would just be gone. It would turn upside down and just launch into the sky. Now it doesn't do that, which is great. Alright guys, I will see you next time, and as always, survive.